Vehicles get bigger when upgraded, yet the 2018 Terrain is one of the uncommon ones that is littler than the SUV it replaces at any rate remotely. The Terrain and its kin SUV, the Chevrolet Equinox, had for quite some time been two of the bigger conservative SUVs accessible, yet the 2018 models are currently nearer in size to contenders like the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4. See these four SUVs specs analyzed here. The new Terrain begins at $25,970, including a $975 gold charge, for a base, front-wheel drive SL trim with the standard turbocharged gas 1.5-liter 4-chamber. I tried 3 variants of the SUV to encounter its 3 accessible motors, an all-wheel drive SLE with the 1.5-liter motor, as tried cost of $34,105, a front-wheel drive SLT with the turbo diesel 1.6-liter 4-chamber, $39,545 as tried, and an all-wheel drive SLT with the turbocharged gas 2.0-liter 4-barrel, $42,045 as tried. Polarizing looks aren't ordinarily part of the minimized SUV equation, however that is the thing that the earlier Terrain conveyed with its swelling bumpers, squared off-wheel openings and blocky front end. While the moderately styled Equinox was intended to mix in, the Terrain emerged. With its 2018 update, the Terrain exchanges huge numbers of its old dubious plan signs for new styling components that might be similarly as disputable, like boomerang-formed headlights and drifting rooftop styling. All things considered, the general look is tamer and more conventional. You'll locate an extensive variety of execution in the smaller SUV class, from the pokey Jeep Compass to the intense Ford Escape and its discretionary high-yield turbocharged motor. The Terrain's 3 accessible motors each have unmistakable qualities, yet every one of them conveys more than satisfactory power. I was particularly awed with the base turbo 1.5-liter motor, which is evaluated for a solid 170 strength and 203 pounds-feet of torque. I didn't know how the little motor would perform in an all-wheel drive Terrain, yet it felt sensibly snappy and even had a touch of hold control for passing slower moving movement. The 1.5-liter motor drives a 9-speed programmed transmission that makes smooth, unpretentious changes and will kick down to a lower gear when you require more power. The programmed completes tend to remain in too high rigging while leaving corners, sapping accessible power, yet it's generally agreeable and didn't show any of the unsavory conduct we've encountered with other 9-speed transmissions, similar to those in the Honda Pilot and Jeep Cherokee. GMC has incorporated itself with something of a close extravagance mark as of late, particularly with the notoriety of its top-of-the-line Denali lineup, which the brand says represents almost 30% of all deals. Despite the fact that higher-end trim levels can get expensive, the Terrain's beginning cost isn't altogether higher than numerous standard minimized SUVs, and its base value undermines close extravagance contenders like the Acura RDX, Buick Envision and Lincoln MKC by huge edges. How much esteem the Terrain brings will rely upon which contender you're thinking about, yet regardless of which amass you stack it up against, the Terrain has the refinement, flexibility, and highlights to stand its ground.